Guys, this is Octobottoms again, coming at you with another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video review. This time I am bringing you the mutating Oroku Saki. And I like just saying crazy Asian names. But as you can see, he doesn't really mutate. That's kind of a bad term to say it. He dons the clothes of the Shredder. Now, as you can see, very nice figure. I was actually really surprised about this one. I didn't think I was going to like it all that much. The arms only rotate 360 degrees, and the head will go left and right. And that's it for articulation when he's in this mode. His arms don't rotate at all, unfortunately. He comes with three items. He comes with 2 vats of the ooze, which they're not actually vats. They're just clear plastic, translucent things. And a big-ass sword guy, which is kind of cool. I mean, he walks around carrying it, I guess. Maybe it's a staff. It pretty much is a sheath. I think that's what you call it. And then you pull it out, and he will have... You fold these down. Those are supposed to be together. I'll separate them. And then when you fold them down, he develops 2 really cool-looking swords that, you know, just peg right back together. But I would assume in the mode of Oroku Saki, they probably just stay like this, and it's probably more of a staff type of a thing. I am going to be Shredder. Now, a brief history on him. Now, there's 2 types of things that we should kind of comment on. The first being Oroku Saki and Hamato Yoshi were both members of the Foot Clan in Japan. After Saki framed him for attempted murder on the clan's sensei, Yoshi was forced to exile himself to New York, where he lived in the sewers with 4 pet turtles that were accidentally dropped down the drain. Now, believe it or not, he was voiced by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air co-star James Avery, believe it or not, in case you guys didn't know that. In the following year, Saki took the leadership of the Foot Clan and took on his Shredder persona at this time. He also met a trans-dimensional alien called Krang and used the advanced technology at his disposal to replace the Foot Ninjas with robots called Foot Soldiers. He secretly moved to New York, where he found Yoshi still alive. In an attempt to kill his old foe, Shredder dumped mutagen in the sewers. This mutated Yoshi into Splinter, and he started training the mutated turtles in ninjutsu. Now, that's the cartoon timeline for the most part. Now, he changes a little bit. There's a little bit of a change in the movie persona. In the first movie, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Oroku Saki and Hamato Yoshi, both living in Japan, both love the same woman named Tang Shin. But Tang Shin only loved Yoshi. Rather than fight Saki honorably, Yoshi followed Shin's plan to leave for the United States. Saki then followed them to New York City, where he first murdered Tang Shin alone in her home, then ambushed Yoshi when he returned, tired from construction work. He was working in construction. Yoshi's pet rat, Splinter, escaped during the fight, clawing Saki's face before doing so. In return, Saki took a swipe at Splinter's ear with one of his katanas, slicing a small part of his ear off. Then he went on and gathered young teenagers. So this toy is more reminiscent of that, because if you look, and I'm going to zoom in here, hopefully, as you can see, this side perfectly smooth. That side has the scarring. So it's more based off of the actual movie line, I would assume. But overall, this is a gorgeous toy. I'm really happy with it. In terms of size comparison, I'm going to stand him next to my good buddy, Donatello. As you can see, they are very close in terms of size. Oh, wait. He's not supposed to be hitting there. Oops. So, in order to change him into Shredder, and again, like I said, it's not a mutation, as it were, but it is in the mutating line. what you first want to do, come around here to the side of the arms, they pop up, and hidden inside here are his razors. You're going to, now as you can see, they tab in between these two blue pieces, so you need to rotate these around, and they're very soft rubber, so you have to be very careful not to rip them. And they just kind of rest there along the side. They don't really lay down flush, but that's okay, it's close enough. Close that off, and when you close it, it pushes it down a little bit more too as well. So we're going to open that, take that out, rotate. See, every time I rotate it, it feels like it's going to tear, and it's nerve-wracking. So there we go, and close it just like so. Kind of lift his arms up just to get those out of the way of what you're going to do now. Here you're going to separate the top section. You're going to separate this piece from the side pieces, fold that up, and it creates, you see his neck there, it creates a little false neck, which is kind of neat. Rotate these around. Then there's a little tab here and a hole there, and you plug those in accordingly to, this one's kind of tough, there we go. Get them both in there so it locks them in there. This actually looks like it's kind of got like some plastic residue on it, makes it a little bit more difficult to push in all the way. So there we have that. Go ahead, fling these out to the side, and you'll reveal his legs underneath here with the razors as well. Kind of separate this a little bit from the body, and then come around into the back, clip, and inside here is stored a rubberized mask that comes across the top and slides down, kind of, sort of. Come on, there we go. Covering them up, and then you just clip this back. Oh, that's not. But there you have them, and fold the cape underneath here. There you have Shredder, and again with this weapon, you can remove that, separate the two pieces, and he will hold his swords. I'm waiting for some piece to come flying off of him. As I'm sure probably will when I least expect it. It's kind of weird though, huh? So, and now you have him holding his swords. Really cool. I mean, when you get him like this, his legs do have more posability. You can kind of, I mean, they're kind of on a ball joint, so you can't really do too much with them. But you can do some back and forth motions and things of that nature. One part that I don't particularly like in terms of the design look of him, the crotch section is very, very blocky here. I'm not a big fan of that. Kind of wish that was a little bit different looking. But really nice. As you can see, he's got a little shiny star thing there. Face is, and that's a pretty cool looking mask. Fairly nice. Fairly nice. So that's it for him in his Shredder mode. Now let's transform him back, and this is where I'll probably have something pop off. So separate the back piece. Take the head off, like so. And you want to put it on an angle so you'll be able to pull it out later on. So you have it on an angle, hopefully. Clip that back in. Replace, unclip those, rotate those around. Unclip, rotate around. That will drop down, covering his crotch again. Lift his arm up to get those out of the way. His cape, fold that out. Bring it forward. And then what you're going to do, right in here, as you can see, right there is a little black tab that clips into that hole. So you bring it in here, pegs that together. Do that on the other side as well. Peg that. Very nice. Then you just have to replace his arms, and I'm still wondering where the hell that little piece came from. Pop that open. I think I found it. Nope. Maybe? Ah. Yeah. So he goes through there. I'm assuming he does. Wow, this is weird. Ah, yeah, so come around here. Yep, that's where it was. So be careful of that, boys and girls, because that's still kind of loose. It doesn't go in there really tight. Alright, so we're going to lift that. Rotate that around. Try not to rip it, as I said. Sometimes you have to go the other way. I don't know. There we go. Get it up in there. Bring that down. Lift. Rotate around. There we go. Clip that down. And there you have Oroku Saki back in his human. Well, not again. I keep saying human, but back in his Oroku Saki mode. That's the only real way I can put it, because that's what he is in this mode. That's all he is. Human version. Tuck that away. And there you go. Really cool figure. I do recommend picking him up. If you're getting the other turtles, you definitely want to pick him up. He's a very nice addition to the line. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Optibotimus, aka Paul. Until next time.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude.
Give me a break.
Michelangelo is a party dude.